Now, I'm one of the rare boxing fans that actually advocates for being busy all year long. Back in the day, fighters fought several times a year. Now, most of the time, they fight like 2 or 1. And it's considered busy if you fight 4, which is why I respect Canelo so much. But I think it's advantageous to be constantly in fights because that's how you sharpen your tools, repetition, being in the ring, having that experience. Usyk wants his fight in late December, 2 months from now. If a boxer truly loves the sport like Fury, it's hard for them to put it down, which is why he's the same guy that said he can't really live his life happily without boxing. So if you're going to advocate for him to push back the fight further, why? What's going to change? Mentally, he's not going to improve, right? Because he needs boxing in his life to help him out with the way he functions, okay? And physically, that follows from the mental, which is why he looks so fat leading up to this. He hasn't been fighting. He said he needs to fight. He needs to fight. That's something he always repeats. My point is this fight is gonna happen. Whether it happens in December or February or whatever, it's going to happen, and so we need to talk about it. And I'll talk about it more in depth in the future. Let's get into it. We can actually take away some real data from this. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I want to look at a few moments because Francis actually went southpaw, and in his own words, he said something along the lines of, "Whenever I want to take a break, I go to southpaw because I know he won't attack me." So when Ngannou switched early on, Fury switched to match him. So it became a close stance fight, but this part I'm gonna ignore because, like I said, before Fury got knocked down, he wasn't taking this serious, which is why he was goofing around switching stances. But this moment right here is where he actually takes the fight serious. We actually get to see Fury try and use some of his skills. Why is that important? Because we get to see how his skills translate against a southpaw. Okay, let's get into it. When it comes to this, you can argue that when Fury fights Usyk, he's not going to be as tentative and he's going to open up more because Usyk doesn't have that power to hurt him and push him back like Francis. I agree, but my whole point is that Fury doesn't have the offensive skills coming forward to stop Usyk from dictating the style and pace of the fight, other than Wilder, who has he walked forward and bullied in recent history. No one, especially no one on the level of Usyk. And what you'll recognize is that when Francis is in southpaw, Fury doesn't have many offensive options, which is kind of the focal point of this video. So Ngannou's, they're both tapping and probing at range. First of all, Fury does not want to open up. He's not comfortable. When he does open up, he does kind of like, he plays with his lead hand, kind of puts it out there, and then he does a little bit of a level change and he tries to throw this 4. But he telegraphs it so hard that Ngannou gets out the way like it's nothing. So we're going to see him repeat that several times every time Francis goes to southpaw. He doesn't have many offensive options. And then Ngannou, on the other hand, is actually using some more advanced tactics. He's using a little bit of guard manipulation, putting that lead hand up. And how does Tyson Fury respond? He pulls his lead, he's in orthodox, he pulls his lead hand up, which opens up, open into the body. Francis goes to the body, tags him kind of underneath the chest. So it's funny, when Francis switched to southpaw, he was being more skillful than Fury, at least in some of these examples. Francis is actually outpointing Fury whenever he was in southpaw. Fury did not want to open up, like I said, and then he's tagging him to the body. He's landing clean shots. So when Fury gets tagged, what's he trying to do? He tries to answer back. He feints with that lead shoulder, then puts out that lead hand kind of in a looping motion to bring Ngannou into the trajectory of that right hook. But Ngannou sees it, and right here, Ngannou actually jabs, knocks his head back. So he counters Fury coming in, which, what I'm trying to say. And then Fury misses because it's a big telegraph hook. So not only did he miss the shot, he telegraphed it and he got countered on the way in. Now, based off what you just saw, guess what Fury's gonna do? He's gonna feint with the lead hand and try and throw the hook over top. Now, again, I must stress that Fury is definitely out of character, because Francis knocked him out of character. But power is not the only thing that disturbs people's skill set. Skills disturb skills, speed, timing, surprises. All of these things Usyk is very capable of. A lot of people are going to switch up on Fury, but like I said time and time again, I had Usyk before. This was just further confirmation. All right, for now, that's all we're going to look at, because I'll wait for the real fight to be announced and then we can go really in depth. But we still got Shakur Stevenson to work on. We got some MMA, some Muay Thai, some kickboxing, some old school boxing to study the science of. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun. Immortality Serum out.